So I'm going to go over how I edited my images that I shot for you yesterday. And I'm a dum-dum and I recorded a whole screen recording for you with my microphone off. So hopefully I'm doing it right this time. But this is you actually watching a screen recording while I talk over it. But basically I culled down my images to just these 11 that you see here. And then I starred those images based off the ones that I liked the most. So the ones in the beginning are the ones that I shot with no drape. And then as I go through, you'll see my settings that I used. And then I switched to 1.4. And then you'll see some of the ones that I used the prism for. And the ones with just the drape open. So I'm going to change my settings so that you can just see the 4 that I called. So this is the same process we always use. I use a rating of 4. I'm on my regular computer here, so I'm going to my presets. I always start with a preset that I made, so these are a few that I have that I made myself. I don't like the way that first one looks, but I'm going to start with the second one as my base. That's my usual preset that I use for things. And that's a little dark for my liking. It's not really my style. So I'm going to take the exposure slider. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. And I also like for my saturation to be a little bit brighter. The highlights are a little bright, so I'm going to bring those down. And then I'm just going to make sure it's straight. It looks pretty good. And then I'm going to go up to settings and I'm going to copy those settings so that I can use them on my other pictures. So I'm going to just copy that setting and I'm going to pop it on here. I'm going to straighten this one out. And then pull those highlights down a little bit. They're a little too bright. And then same for my next one. Straighten it out. And then for this one as well, it's a little dark, so I'm going to pop it brighter. But then bring my highlights down so it's not too bright. And then I might use the Dodge tool brush to just brighten that little corner a little bit. Same thing here. Just brightening the background so that it's a little bit more even, doesn't have such dark spots. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of clarity to the butterfly just to make it pop forward. I like to keep my clarity around 36. Just gives it a little pop. I'm going to add some to the lemons also just to pop those forward a little bit. I'm going to add that clarity here as well. And then I'm going to use the graduated filter to brighten this background a little bit. Just pull the exposure up. I'm going to do it in this bottom corner as well. And that looks pretty good to me. I think I'm going to take this image out. I don't really love the rainbows in the background. I don't think it fits with the rest of the images. This one still looks a little crooked. I'm going to straighten it. And those look pretty good to me. I guess I'll look them over again and decide which one I like the most. The darker one does look pretty good, but it's not my usual style. And it just shows you that, like Jamie Beck and hers, she always uses Photoshop. She replaces things, she moves things around, but you can make it look good pretty simply by just using Lightroom. Alright guys, so that's me walking you through my editing process. Good luck!